Economics isn't just a list of topics, it's an approach to life, which I don't think a lot of people realize, and I didn't realize it. So I'm really excited for whatever approach I choose to take.
I worry that people do not choose economics because they have this preconceived notion of what economics is, and it's something like stocks and bonds, Wall Street. But you know, economics is the study of incentives, and so that factors in to all kinds of questions.
Right now I'm doing something involving, modeling the behavior of NBA teams while they're playing games. And there are people who are evaluating charities using this stuff, and there are people who are pricing assets using this stuff, or measuring the effect of different public policies.
Econ is so much the language that policymakers use. Being able to at least understand a bit of the formal theory complements and helps ground studies across many departments.
Being able to kind of apply the framework that economics and also math forces you to think in has been one of the most useful things for me.
The econ department in general, it's a lot more flexible than at a lot of other schools. You can really tailor it to what you want to focus in, and there's a support system to make that a reality.
Here at Yale, they can take many classes, they can work with different faculty, they can talk to many different students and learn about what they want to do, and then they can do it right and be the best in the world.
I was so surprised at how accessible these very intelligent, busy professors were. I was having trouble leading up to the midterm with this one concept, and the professor was like, okay, call me on my cell and we'll talk it out. And he was just so accessible and so helpful.
Realize the professor is on the short list to win the Nobel Prize, or he's being cited a lot.
I think a must-take class in the econ department.
I think a must-take class for anybody at Yale.
American economic history.
Economics of poverty alleviation.
Probably intro macro. Dead serious.
I did some research for the econ department at Yale to study the gender balance in undergrad econ programs and try and implement treatments that could attract more women. We have formed this group. We're hosting a variety of speakers to make it clear just how many paths there are from an econ degree, and also show some of the work that women are doing. There's huge debate about gender parity, gender discrimination, so it feels really important and timely to me that I am working on this issue at the undergrad level.
We've greatly expanded our opportunities for students to work with professors.
We do offer a year-long research program that pairs them up with individual faculty members. That can be done either during the year, that's called the Tobin Research Program, or it can be done during the summer, and that's the SCARF Research Program.
In my junior year, I did the Herb Scarf Research Fellowship, and that's when I realized that I would like to be a research assistant.
My thesis was about an income support program for women in Pakistan.
How do these relationships start? It starts with a knock on the door. My current research assistant, where did she come from? She knocked on my door and she said, in one of my other classes, I read a paper of yours and I wonder if I could be a research assistant. And the answer was yes.
As an athlete, it was even more attractive. After you're done with school, there are so many different fields that involve things like sports business, sports marketing.
As I mentioned, I'm pre-med and I'm actually going to medical school next year. What I've realized through studying health economics, doing my senior project, is that there's a great need for people with economic background in healthcare to help give objective, data-driven opinions on what we should do next in healthcare in this country and throughout the world.
The last 2 summers I've worked at a quantitative trading firm, and a lot of the projects I've done have been really similar to some of the tools that I've learned in both like econometrics and microeconomics type of classes. The tools that I've learned here have been super useful for that. And it's really cool to see that stuff kind of come to life.
I'm definitely considering graduate school in economics, maybe working in a governmental position. I'd even be interested in doing something in tech. There's a lot of room for kind of really great data analysis.
Currently, I'm co-authoring a paper on the opioid crisis. Economics methods can be applied to all of these different fields. I never thought that I'd write a paper in public health, but very similar strategies that I learned in undergrad are applicable to this.
I currently work at the Federal Reserve Bank of New York, and I'm a research analyst for one of the financial economists. My projects have impacts on the stress tests and the effect of financial regulations on the banking sector. So I think the Yale Economics program did a really good job preparing me for this, particularly through taking econometrics courses.
Are you interested in politics? Are you interested in health? Are you interested, what are your interests? Because I would bet economics has something to say about that.